Please tell us who you are and what company you're with.
My name's Nikki Scavone and I'm with Blue Sky Factory.
DJ Waldo, I'm the Director of Community at Blue Sky Factory.
My name is Kara Trifunovic and I work with Strong Mail Systems, the Senior Director of Strategic Services.
I'm Justin Premick and I'm with Weber Communications.
My name is Melanie Attia and I'm the Product Marketing Manager for Campaigner, a product owned by Protus IP Solutions.
My name is Brandon Wilkins and I'm with Bronto Software.
My name is Katie Martell. I'm with Net Prospects. And this is Harold and he's our zombie for the day.
My name is Jessica Best. I work with Influence Interactive Marketing.
Hi Ellie, I'm Joel Book, Director of E-Marketing Education for Exact Target.
And do you think email marketing is inbound or outbound?
I actually think it's both, and we can talk about what do you think?
Yeah, I would say it's both also for a couple reasons. There's different times to do it more as outbound, so more as sending out an email as an alert or as a transactional. Inbound, I think more as is a little bit more of retention type email.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you're gonna do email marketing at the core of it, you are marketing. I mean, you are trying to build your brand in a sense. You're trying to build your product or your service. But to your current clients, like DJ said, you have to remind them of what they're doing and what you're constantly bringing to them. So that could in turn then bring referral. That could bring a resell in some shape or form.
But I'd also add, like, if you think of inbound marketing as HubSpot more defines it, as are people finding you through email? I think that's where the sharing component becomes really big, because if you have an email that's share-worthy and people then send that out and share it with across their network, then people can find you. So there's the inbound component, find you, sign up for your email list, and then it cycles back through an outbound and inbound model.
Yeah, big circle. Yeah, I agree.
I think it can be both. So depending on what a marketer is trying to accomplish with a specific campaign or a specific objective, I mean, definitely more marketers, I would say, tend to approach it from an outbound perspective and are oftentimes really kind of just putting email out there and promoting and just kind of dumping on the market. But some marketers are doing a really good job of really trying to leverage it to attract people in, to have additional conversation and build relationships with their customer base. So I'd say it's a little bit of both, but I would say I primarily see it being an outbound effort right now, just by way of how marketers are leveraging it.
Well, I think if you're doing it right, it's inbound marketing. After all, you might be sending the email out, but somebody needs to be getting that, and they better have come to you first. Otherwise, you're not only going to have spam issues, you're going to have people who aren't responding in the first place.
I believe that it's truly both. Email is all about engaging in a dialogue, and a dialogue is inbound and outbound.
In my opinion, it's inbound. Email is absolutely a conversation. So when people want to hear from you and they sign up to hear from you, it's your job to respond back with appropriate, timely, and targeted messages.
Well, I have to give the answer that we tell everybody at Net Prospects. Email marketing is both. You have to increase your demand generation, and the best way to do it is to do inbound marketing to get those highly qualified leads organically, but also outbound to get as many of the interested and targeted prospects that are available to you. So I think there's smart ways to combine both, and I think that's where everybody's headed for sure.
I think email marketing's got to be both. I think that if you have a good marketing mix, you have both people who are opting in and telling you what they want to hear, and you're having messages that you want people to know about.
Great question. I think up until recently, email has been outbound. I think the major focus has been on the development and the execution of email campaigns that were pretty much push-oriented. The interesting thing that's happened, though, largely because of social media, is that we now see let's call it the long tail of email becoming longer. What I mean by that is that now we see a company's brand fans or some of their most vocal customers now taking that email and using social forward or social sharing technology. They now have that ability to be able to forward or share that email with anywhere from one to hundreds of individuals with whom they have a relationship. And I think by doing that, we're seeing that that email is not just outbound. In many respects, it's also inbound, because a lot of those people are then responding and then coming back to that particular company or brand by email and asking questions or asking for more help on that company's product or service. So it's become much more circular. But definitely the key trend here is in the social sharing of email content. I think the latest statistic I've heard from Tim Schigel of Share This is that now more than 50% of all content that's being shared on the internet is shared via email. So you've got a lot of people out there that are very vocal and not bashful about recommending a product or sharing an offer or sharing content that they receive through email with other people who are connected to them on LinkedIn, connected to them via Facebook or Twitter. It's a very, 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 very powerful phenomenon.